What's up? How we doing? Oh, yeah. I forgot that there's an idiot convention in town.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Craig, thank you for 135 months. Crumple, thank you for 40 months. Somebody once told me. There should be, I mean, we're hearing them, right? I don't know why we're not visually seeing them. That is strange. Unfortunately, I don't have control over them. Stream Elements doesn't provide, as far as I know, they don't provide their ground control app for Linux. To be honest, I wouldn't really want to use it. Unfortunately. Because it's really not very good anyhow. But because I'm on the Stream Elements platform, it's basically the only way. They only provide it for Windows and Mac. They don't provide a Linux version. So I'm just catching shit that happens as it happens in the chat. Dude, the sponsor spam has been constant forever. I'm basically, in my head, I'm basically done with Stream Elements. Because I'm like, I also don't really care if I get tips, so I could really build my own thing and just sort of... Meanwhile, Craig is like, fucking what? The hard part, really, there's only a couple hard parts. Okay, there's a lot of hard parts. The tips are the #1 reason why anybody would like need to use one of these platforms, so that, you know, you don't have to deal with the whole like means of accepting arbitrary like payments outside of Twitch. But I could live without that. I don't really care. People don't send me tips anyway. Oh, well, okay. Omni's on the other. Omni's on the flip side of that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it should be all tips and none of the Twitch stuff. I don't know. I honestly, you don't have to send me money. I have a job. It's fine. Do not send me money. And then the visual editor for the alerts is also, that's a tough thing to replicate, right? Would need some sort of, like, I'm not going to build that shit from scratch, so I would need some sort of canvas library. And, yeah, payment processing, chargebacks. Like, you could use something like Stripe, I suppose, but, you know, Stripe is pretty evil. I think just about all of those are pretty fucking evil. I don't have any good ways for people to give me money, I think. if I wanted it. I'm anti-crypto, so that's not an option for me. Envelopes, yeah. I don't really know much about Ko-fi. Is that how you say it? Is it Ko-fi? Is it coffee? There's Ko-fi, there's Patreon, shit like that. Literally Ko-fi. This is drudging up some old fucking joke. What was it? Co-fund-me. That's what it was. Co-fund-me. Why do they all work with my fucking name? Soprano style, yeah.
I can never get in there and crank it ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. Omni, think of that gift sub to Dav. I'm using Chatterino now for monitoring chat and mentions, which is pretty nice so far. It's a coincidence, yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's the tough stuff, is the accepting money and having a like a WYSIWYG alerts editor. The alert was very quiet, was it? That's weird. I wasn't monitoring my audio at the time that it came in. But I don't know how important a WYSIWYG editor is necessarily. Or I don't know if I can't necessarily, you know, build something around that. I'm sure there's libraries out there for that sort of thing. Yeah, just act them all out manually. Thank you. Well, I thought I was a goner. Today really fucked my head up. I feel like shit, frankly. There was
I can never get in there and crank it ever again.
Foxborn, thank you for the 3 gift subs. Appreciate it. There was like a 2-hour period today where our internet went to shit in the weirdest fucking way. I couldn't work, but I could still access websites and stuff. It was bizarre. Like, I couldn't run the stuff that like needed to connect to Shopify. Like, I couldn't pull the code down. I couldn't push the code up. I couldn't do anything. And I fucking couldn't figure out what the fuck had happened. I had to, ultimately I had to switch over to a hotspot on my phone to do anything. Probably it was DNS. I mean, it seems like that was, yeah. But it was really pissing me off. It did push me to, I got onto my machine here on Arch and I set up a whole separate, another user for work and set all my work shit up on that just to test, like, if it was working here. But no, so it was a network problem. So then I reset the whole fucking entire network and that didn't fix it. And then it just fixed itself fucking 2 hours later. So that kind of set my whole day wrong because I was like raring to, like, I'm going to be Mr. Productive. I'm going to get ahead of the game today. And in fact, what happened was I got way behind the game today. And then there's this whole fucking Discord thing And like, this is just a bad day for ADHD, really. What it is what I'm saying is cooked was my ability to focus on fucking anything today. I wanted to focus on everything really bad, and I couldn't focus on fucking anything. And I'm just sort of like, I'm just in a bad mood now. Just in a bad mood. I'm really torn up about this Discord shit because the community is really important to me. And there's sort of like a ticking time bomb now. Because there's going to be people who are going to probably already have bailed on Discord now. And I don't have anywhere for anybody to go other than here. Like, please come hang around the stream so that if we do set up a different community in the future, you know where to go, I guess. It does seem to kind of present its crotch for destruction via pipe. Kit, thank you for 89 months. Yeah, we really aren't getting the visual alerts for some reason, but I don't see any reason for us not to. It's everything's set up normal. I haven't changed anything. Try refreshing it, I guess. I figured that out, moved a folder. Is that what happened? Well, I mean, I'm trying to like look at it in a positive light, beer. Like I would say, oh, well, okay, I just saw that you said I just paid for a year of Nitro. So I can't help you with that. But I mean, if we were to find someplace else to go, it is a positive thing. I mean, I know that like I've kind of become a psycho in the past year or so with regards to data safety and privacy and so on. But I would view it as a positive if we were to move on to something that was ultimately better for everybody than something like Discord. Yeah, it is sort of Mastodon all over again. I hear you. I still have the domain. Like if I do set something up, it's gonna be hort.chat somewhere up in there. But it just with Mastodon, it just ultimately we didn't really. Everybody just stopped using it, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. And this is why I'm feeling like shit, man. There's too much stuff that's got me feeling like shit. I feel, and nobody agrees with me on this at all, but I feel like the main problem with Mastodon is that it lacks that town hall quality. Compared to Twitter and something like Blue Sky, where people want to be on the network with everybody else to some degree. Obviously, like a lot of the problem and the reason a lot of people dipped on Twitter, big reasons included not wanting to be in the Nazi bar, among other things. So it's not necessarily that everybody necessarily wants to be with everybody, but people want to be where I think they feel like they're going to be able to get their message out to potentially the town hall, the public square, so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Mastodon being a little bit more, you know, smaller communities and stuff. And of course it has the Federation stuff, but it's it's just different, you know? Similar story with like YouTube. I mean, you could upload videos to your own web server and put them on your web page. But when you're on YouTube, you have the benefit of this giant network that will ostensibly put your stuff in front of more eyeballs. So, yeah, like I said, I don't think anybody agrees with me on this on this hypothesis. I completely divorced myself from Twitter entirely. I wiped out all of my data and I deleted my account and I don't go there. And I presumably never go there again. Blue Sky, as far as I'm concerned, is always on notice. I am liking it currently, but I think the people that run it have kind of shown themselves to be dumbasses. And I feel like its days are probably numbered as well. Haven't managed to get on Stoat yet, but Matrix seems alright so far. Yeah, so the thing is like, I don't want to make an account for anything at this point. What I want to do is find a solution, run my own server, make my account on my own server, and run my own shit that way. So the stuff that I've been mainly looking at has been like XMPP stuff, and I have kind of been looking at Matrix. I almost wrote it off because there was a little bit of a Israel connection scare. Apparently there's some weird shit in the history of Matrix, but I looked into it as much as I could, and it seems like it's pretty divorced from it. Man, what the fuck is the thing I'm thinking of? I'll find it this way. XMPP is kind of interesting, but I think it's also not. I don't know. I don't know that it's gonna. I think it's gonna be too far from Discord, really. But there was a client that looked all right, and I keep forgetting the name of it. It's this one. Do they not? Why wouldn't you have a link to the? Okay, there we go. This looked kind of interesting. I guess we're just paying the price that we haven't funded, free and open source software better. See, this looks pretty decent, but it's very different from something like Discord, right? But we could have encrypted end-to-end, completely private servers. It's a federated type of situation thing. You can do blogging, you can have chats, you can have group chats, stuff like that. And then another one that I was looking at. So a lot of people have been bringing up Matrix, the Matrix protocol. Matrix.org. So this is really the server. But what you would be using would be something like Element. But there's another... one thing with a lot of these is they don't really give you a good overview of what their app is actually like to use. Element looks all right. It looks clean. Also encrypted end to end. Blah, blah, blah. With all of these things, there's kind of a weird quality to it where with some of them, I would be running a server and a front end. With XMPP, you can actually use whatever to connect to the server because it's XMPP is sort of the messaging backbone. It's the protocol that it all runs on. So you wouldn't necessarily have to use like this one that I showed. But you would would have the same like features and such. And then there's this one here. What the hell is this page? How did I end up here? This looks kind of nice. It's like kind of Discord-like on Matrix. And this is another one where they have like this tiny site that doesn't really show you what the fucking thing looks like. You can install the client on Windows, Android, Linux, or open in a browser. And it runs on Matrix. I think one of my I have so many like anti-tracking things. Half the time I can't run shit because I've got something being blocked. See, so what I don't want to do is make an account on some centralized fucking thing, right? I want to have my own shit. So I don't know what this looks like because I don't have a Matrix account and I'm not going to make one. So I won't know what this looks like until I fucking make my own home server, I guess. But that's basically how this would work, is I would run a server and then you could use something like this to log into it. Yeah, XMPP is old. Old. Could you mold something out of WordPress? WordPress is just a blogging platform. Trying to find a kind of a Discord alternative. The main thing that these lack in terms of feature parity is going to be like voice chat is going to be hit or miss. Video streaming, video chat, probably not going to be there. Yeah, screen share is probably going to be a problem. Nothing really has feature parity with Discord, you know? Except for closed source things, like people have brought up root. That wasn't right. Rootapp.com apparently. Like this looks, you know, Discord-y, right? But this is completely closed source. So to me, it doesn't make a ton of sense to migrate to something like this when we're just gonna have like the same problem again of, you know, we're in some ecosystem that we can't control and eventually will end shitify, right? Right, exactly. It looks nice. It's very visually attractive, but yeah. Another one people have mentioned is Rocket Chat. Rocket Chat looks like Slack to me. I don't know if this is open source. This is basically Slack, right? What is going on here? What is happening here? Is this businessman directing this mercenary to assassinate someone? What is this being used for here? Zero trust security model used in highly classified networks such as this evil shit. Use our evil chat application to kill people. Use of U.S. Department of Defense logos. Doesn't exist anymore. You're going to have to update your website because this doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. I think this is, let's take a look here. I don't know how open this is. I don't know if you can, I guess you can self-host. Yeah, I don't know about this one, man. I don't know. Fluxer I haven't heard of. What's Fluxer? This ain't it. Let me try. Let me try Fluxer chat. It puts me first? Wow, this is so familiar, isn't it? Yeah, this looks exactly like Discord. It's on Linux. Runs in a browser. End-to-end encryption, maybe? How have I not stumbled across this one? Okay, so is this going to be like a Mattermost situation? What are the limits? What are the limits for self-hosting? Let's look at the pricing. Free forever, or $5 a month. You can't have custom username tags for community profiles, message scheduling, profile badges. You get one custom video background. I don't even know what that is. Custom entrance sounds, notification sounds. Here we go. 100 communities. Message character limit 2,000. Now, but that's that might be if they're hosting it, right? Ooh, $300 lifetime access. So limited slots. Here we go. Self-hosting. Unlimited users, full access all features, connect from any client, open source, community support. And this is, yeah. I mean, this is the right kind of setup, right? You pay for support. That makes sense. Using people's time. But you're not paying for features. So you can self-host this. Is it just a Docker stack? This looks pretty good. I feel so suspicious. It's not abandoned. It's only got 140 stars. Not a lot of information here. AGPL 3.0. Okay, I would love information. That's one thing. Like, how would I host this puppy? Do they have, well, they do have docs. Let's take a look. There's gonna be some catch. There's gonna be some catch that kills this dead. That's what's gonna happen here. It looks too good to be true, so there's gonna be something that just kills this flat fucking dead. Okay, I don't want to make a bot though. I want to make I want to fucking Okay, well the documentation is piss poor. Their whole documentation, I guess, is like a little bit about connecting to it, and then the rest about making bots for it. But what about fucking self-hosting the fucking shit? I guess I could just figure it out. I don't see a compose file. I wonder if it's on. Mm-mm. Hmm? Oh, this is somebody. Somebody named Fluxer. Fourth result. Oh, this is that fucking wiki that's AI generated. You got bamboozled. Yeah, this is, if you see Deep Wiki, it's an AI generated fucking wiki. One day ago. There's so many posts that are yesterday, today. This is a hot topic right now. Yeah, for real. Can we get some fucking information? They launched it a month ago? How long has this existed? How do you see how old a repository is? I guess you just got to go to the commits. Scroll down fast. The Git attributes is 2 months old. That's like, yeah, that's a good point. That'd be like one of the oldest files, right? It does look like it, yeah. Initial commit. It concerns me that it just sprung into existence 2 months ago. Like, is this some big pile of slop code? Is that what this is? They don't have much. They have a 2-month-old repository and some screenshots. The screenshots look good. I mean, it looks like it's basically a clone of Discord, but that just really worries me. Okay, they did do this, which is winning me back. Also, apparently they're big fans of Mr. Robot. I don't know how you managed to stay a fan of Mr. Robot by the end, but here we are. Yeah, we could. Let's take a look and see what people are saying. Okay, well, this guy can't read. Supposed to be easy and well documented. Well, that's not true. Uh-huh. I was trying to sign up, keeps glitching on the verify your human part, doesn't work. There's a website app update dropping later today. Okay, apparently that's brand spanking fucking new. How did you come across this, Em? You found this shit like hot off the fucking press. Do they have non-paid roles? I mean, if it's an open source project, that's not terribly sus, right? That's open source. They have a partner program? Or they want to have a partner program, I guess I should say, 'cause they just sprung into existence out of nowhere. This is, again, like, if you're on their platform, probably. Like, if you're self-hosting, all of this is irrelevant. None of this matters. I hate how much, like, how difficult it is to trust. Yeah, huh, a video. Yeah, huh. Didn't you see these tags? This the tag cloud here? Where is it? Oh no, am I confusing it with another? No, it's on the front page. Where is it? It's right there. End-to-end encrypted calls, NVIDIA. Opt-in end-to-end encrypted messaging, NVIDIA. It's all right here in the tag cloud. Didn't you see? This is a bit confusing, isn't it? It gives me unknown vibes. I just don't know. Oh, I guess I didn't, yeah. I can't read. I just glossed completely over this right here. Yeah, I guess I am. It's annoying because it does look like it would be good if it's real. You know? Boy, wow. Yeah, they really sprung up out of nowhere. Like a little gnome out of a bush. Hello! We have a chat app. There. I mean, 2 months ago was when Discord had the big leak, right? So 2 months ago they they came out of the woodwork. I'm really concerned that this is just a slopped up AI slop application that isn't real. That's going to be... It's going to have end-to-end errors. Let's see if there's any keys. Any secret keys. Huh. What's that? Flexor marketing. What's that? Is that normal to do? Is that a normal thing to do? These aren't necessarily... I don't know if these matter or not. They maybe matter. Send link, I'll tell you what's normal. Unfortunately, DeskFlow doesn't fucking share copy. It doesn't share clipboard stuff across computers. DeskFlow is so annoying. Someone else show. Share the link. It's right here. I'm just checking for signs of slop. Okay, then zoom in like 600%. What's going on here? There, thank you, Dav. I'm not like trying to make fun of this app or anything like that. I don't have a lot of trust anymore. Wow, self-hosted is a flag. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a big problem or not. Terrors. Terrors 717. I mean, it's a secret key, so usually that's not a good idea, but...
I can never get in there and crank it ever again.
Hey, Anonymous, thank you for the 3 months gift sub to Terrors. Yeah. I don't know. I want it to be real and good. But, you know, who knows? That's what I was thinking, Nin. It's internal to the dev environment, and it's not like an exposed thing that matters. Well, competition doesn't... I mean... What it is just that there's nothing out there that's not, you know, closed source that really comes close to the feature set of Discord, you know? Yeah, 100%. Agreed, Nin. I was just looking for evidence of AI slopping. But I don't think there was. I mean, that was just a real surface level. That was just a quick test. So I don't know. There's a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. This is a totally different thing. There's a lot of other things already called flux. There's no information on this really. It's appearing on sites that recommend stuff though. Weirdly. A little early for that, I feel. Really popping up on, on stuff. There's so many posts like this. So many. Yeah, pretty big thread about this already. Another big thread about this. MIRC. Can we go back? Unfortunately, we are fucked. We've been trying to get people out of WhatsApp for almost 15 years now, and we were not able to do so. I mean, never stop trying. Or at least, you know, take care of your own little circle. That's all I can say. DCC file transfer. Fucking hell. Direct Connect. My God. You see, you say this, but I don't think that's the case, buddy. Let us know. Let us know about all these great alternatives. What is Cine? I haven't seen Cine. It's okay. It's kind of Slack, it's like somewhere between Slack and Discord. Matrix is the most mature thing short of XMPP for sure. And XMPP just doesn't really have like this level of client on it because it's not really I don't know. Like it seems like you could have an app like this on top of XMPP, right? The quote unquote official client for Matrix is Element. This here. I think Element looks to me kind of more on the Slack end of the spectrum, but it seems like it has stuff like video chat and audio channels and things like that. To me, the loss of audio channels would be a big problem. But yeah, it's on everything. F-Droid as well. I don't know. I have to look into like hosting this shit. Because this is just the front end. You have to have a server back in. I guess this is... Optimized specifically for German healthcare. That's such a strange category, but okay. One to 100 users. I mean, I don't know how many active users we currently have. It's probably less than 100. But in terms of actuals, do they give me... Oh, so we have over 1,500 members. But in terms of usage, we have roughly 17 weekly communicators. This is why Discord kicked me off of partner. Everybody's leaving me, man. No one cares about me anymore. It's because I do streams like this. Yeah, interesting stuff. On the Cine page, click on the third theme button. Yeah, looks like Discord to me. It does look nice. I'll say it looks nice. Oof, boy, that's a flashbang. Yet another Matrix client. I like that they actually show you what the fuck it looks like, though. Good God. Why is that so hard for everybody with their stupid fucking websites these days? Like, Stoat, let's find out what it looks like. Well, we can see the buttons. we can see some of the stuff. No. They want you to make an account and sign in to actually see the fucking thing. Element's not much fucking better. What does it look like? Well, you can see like little snippets of some shit. Oh, what does it look like? Oh, wow, I can see what 1 inch of it looks like. Every fucking one of these sites. Wow, I can see this corner. Why do they do this, man? Show some fucking screenshots. Show this. Show this. Let me see the fucking thing. I angrily ripped that tab out of its place. Like, even, like this, they have at least this, but it's like, it's a GIF that's doing stuff. I guess they show more than I thought. I feel like it could be a little clearer. But it's fine. I won't get on their case. You're probably right about that, Avidia. Yeah, so I was looking into the Stoat self-host stuff, and it really looked like a shit show to me. And that kind of put me off of it. It kind of drove me away. I would like to be able to do something beneficial for the sort of orbiting, or, you know, communities that are kind of in the similar orbit with us, though. Like, if I could host a server just to make it easy for everybody to have somewhere to prop up their communities. But gotta figure out what the fuck thing to even run. Probably goddamn Matrix. It's probably the thing. This looks pretty decent. And that other, this one here, I'm interested, but I just wish that they had a fucking screenshot. They have these. Woohoo. Oh yeah, I found a screenshot. Oh man, let me take a look. Oh man, look at that. Oh wow. Look at that thing. Hell yeah. I think the client, I was thinking of like, I could host the web front end, but I guess they don't offer that. Matrix is the protocol. Yeah. Yeah, tail scale, something like that. We need to form some sort of consortium. Bring together the interested parties. Because I was thinking I would just get like prepay a VPS for 2 years or something, just to have sort of something to kick it off. Hetzner? What's Hetzner? Well, so the thing with that Omni, and I said this to somebody else as well, but I think it would be best if it was not something that was running out of somebody's house. It should really be, it should be a server somewhere. Yeah, we have hort.chat. That would be the thing. I just want to be able to talk with all my little friends. Forever. I'm not exactly a DevOps wizard, though, I will say. I imagine that hosting something like this from a VPS is probably going to be rough. I don't know how heavy these are. Don't give them your data, beer. Don't do it. I mean, on your end, it would be very little effort. That's the funny thing. The effort would be all on my end. For you, it would just be open thing. And then you type in our server. It's not up yet. It's not up right now. But that's the extent of your effort. Yeah, I didn't really god damn it. I keep doing that. I didn't really look at what was involved here. It does look complicated. Mostly do Docker stuff. I haven't really done much with Kubernetes. Golly. Golly. I mean, this is all pretty normal stuff, to be honest. Where's Caddy? Done a little bit with Helm. Yeah, you're right that it is a lot, beer. It's a lot. Do you, Dav? I mean, I was considering maybe making a channel for just discussing this stuff. Just for making plans and discussing details and things like that. Because I am still a DevOps baby. I'm learning. I'm always messing with stuff. So how do you get a server? I mean, I just would, as I mentioned, I'd probably pay ahead of like a VPS for 2 years or some shit. Server.com. The hot site right now is Hostinger. So probably you have to actually go looking for it. It's VPS hosting. God, everything is fucking AI'd up. So this is 2 CPU cores, 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's minimum requirements according to Elements. $6.99 a month. Plus 2 months free. Renews at $12.99 a month for 2 years. And I think you can prepay for a while. Yeah. Do 2 years. That's not bad for just prepaying for 2 years. I don't know what usage would look like, though. That would potentially be a problem, right? I don't know how much video streaming support there is in the thingy. Oh, I see what you're saying, though. I mean, like, usage, yeah, I don't know. Fucking, I'm never, ever going to call you. It didn't really say anything about usage. Look at this. Look at these stupid AI. Fuck off, man. 8 terabytes of bandwidth. I just don't know how much bandwidth would be used, you know? Totally unknown. But they do have a good platform. I've used them for some stuff here and there. This looks exactly like the fucking image that went around with the article about Discord scanning people's faces. Wow, hosting a read the room. Fuck. God. Jesus. Fuck. The money. We must get the money. We must get the money. Give us the money, the AI money. If we know it's out there, give us the AI money. You really can't escape this shit, though. I mean, I don't care. You're not forced to use the AI to have a VPS. But it is fucking annoying to see that. Yeah, the imaginary AI bucks. You're probably right, NVIDIA. You're probably right. 8 terabytes would probably get chewed up pretty quick. I would like to know what happens when you exceed usage, though. And I don't see that information. This is a totally different kind of thing, too, so this isn't helpful at all. They walk over and pull the power plug, yeah. Are people really asking this? Why do different plans cost different? Space. Bandwidth. Oh, there we go. Bandwidth throttling. It'll be reduced to 10 megabits per second for the rest of the month. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's better than, like, just opening an open pipe to your wallet. Yeah. So, I don't know, bandwidth might be the bottleneck and the problem. What would be normal? Let's say like 3 megabits per second. For 3 hours. 3 gigabytes. If you watched a movie every day, but of course it's per person too. Let's say we watched a movie every day It's 3 hours long. Times 17. So 50, let's say like 50 hours times 30. Which would be, what would it be, like 800? That would be a terabyte. Oh, overhead, yeah. It's I think that's, yeah, I think that's pretty much the calculation, Beer, right? Because you're streaming out to every person, and then if you're streaming it up, then that's also bandwidth. I don't know. 8 terabytes might be fine for a community of our size. This isn't explicitly why we're making the community. I don't think we would use it this much. I mean, we don't have to be perfectly accurate, Copper. But maybe it wouldn't be that bad. And then if we look at like what if I really sprung for the highest end, right? It's less than $500 for 2 years. Oh, that's the highest they'll let you go. $500 one time, though. And then this would be 32 terabytes a month. Right. There would be all the rest of the transfer happening that has to be covered. I mean, that seems fairly, affordable. Lots to think about, right? Don't even know which platform I would want to do yet, but it seems like Matrix might be the forerunner. Yeah, there's the daily auto backup. It's twice the price. If we were to use this, whatever their solution is. I mean, you could do other things probably, right? Hire someone, yeah. I mean, it would be me. It would be if you're going to run something like this, you need to know exactly how it's set up and how to, if there's issues, deal with them. So I would be figuring it out myself or with, others here in the community. I think we should keep an eye on Fluxer and see oh. Yeah, I think that this was in that thread, right? That this just never works. I already am, Dave. I already am. What do you got? What kind of test does a lawyer with a cocaine addiction take? I don't know, Dave. What kind of test do they take? The Pablo Escobar exam. I was trying to figure out. I knew it was going to involve the bar, but I couldn't get there. Pretty good. I like that. Well, somehow 118, well, almost 1,000 people have made it through this, but not me. Maybe it's Privacy Possum. That's the funny thing with those tracking blockers is that how many of them I have to fucking turn off use certain things because it just completely breaks so many things. But I mean, they're supposed to break things. Hey, there it was. Claim your account. I don't want to. Hey, just testing. Claim your account. No. Dismiss anyway. Well, priorities. This is Discord, man. This is absolutely Discord. There's voice channels. Oh, you have to claim your account to join them. Oh, I should not. I shouldn't, I guess, broadcast some random fucking channel. It's probably not nice to do. It's going to tell me no. Probably. It should tell me no. Weird. Okay. That's a direct message? To whomst? I can't react to this. So I can't send messages. Huh. Wow. I don't have a mic hooked up on this computer, but what the hell, dude? Does this really have? What the fuck? Get out of here. Now, I assume on self-host you won't have these limitations. I mean, other things that are like touted as an alternative to Discord do not have these ready to go features. How much is the premium cost? Oh, here we go. You can pay $300 for a lifetime license, or $50 a year. This is limited slots though, apparently. Now, of course, from my perspective, I would not be wanting to be on there
centralized platform. I would want to be on the. I would want to self-host and, you know, free us from all that.
Did it? They sold one? Maybe this project will live. Yeah, you can't trust lifetime licenses. Many stories. Many common stories of people having paid for such things and then whoops, it's gone. It's gone now. I mean, they're just companies, right? they could do whatever. I guess you could sue them, but you really have no guarantees. I'm amazed that this is this robust. Look at this. I'm starting to kind of believe that this is real. I want the documentation for the self-host. I want to try. I should probably be careful what I'm clicking on in here. Oh, you're believing less, Dav? Why is that? Is it? No, it didn't. It's fine. It basically just said, I'm in Ohio. Well, no, someone earlier posted that the developer behind this said they had worked on it for 5 years. Yeah. But I get what you're saying. I mean, I have not completely lost my skepticism. It is confusing for sure. Like, how could you work on this for 5 years and just have it completely private? But I mean, it's not impossible, I guess. But it is weird. I fully agree with you. It's suspect. It would be great if this could not be some fucking, you know, bullshit. Well, yeah, food, but like, are any of them a 100% full clone of Discord with working audio and video? Are any of them that? That's what makes it kind of weird. That seems crazy. I don't know, video. Let's go back to their site and look at the stuff again. I think I saw it said like basically desktop clients and a web client. I don't think it said anything about a. Well, it shows this, but that could be like a progressive web app, right? Or just in a browser. I want this. Give me the documentation. That's all coming soon stuff anyway. Ah, mobile apps are on the way. We're building apps for iOS and Android. Until they're ready, it works in your mobile browser. Yeah, so progressive web app. Give us money. Which is fair. I really need to get in the habit of doing that more myself. I have started here and there trying to donate to projects that I really use a lot. I actually just purchased Image the other day.
His image is very, very good. Very good. Yeah, so no mobile app yet, but they do have desktop builds for everything. Yeah. Yeah. Cine does look good as well. But I'm not sure on the features of Matrix, you know? I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, Matrix, this is far more trustworthy, you know? This is just a client on Matrix. Matrix is long-term, well-known. It's mature. It may have had some weird overlap with Israeli intelligence, which isn't great. But that seems like it was fairly refuted. hopefully that's you know, not a thing. But what I would prefer this, given what I just saw in terms of like proven existing features that I want. But I don't love how sketch it is. So I'm back in that corner. You know? The bottom left thing feels like an AI chatbot button on the preview. Where? Or what? In this? Oh, that there? I don't think so, but I don't know what that is. Is this like the user's avatar? Maybe? Doesn't Slack put your avatar down at the bottom or something like that? I don't remember. Chew! Stop yelling. I mean, I see what you're saying. It has the telltale look of an AI chatbot icon for sure. But to the best of my knowledge, there isn't anything in this for that. Right, exactly, Dev, yeah. Cine doesn't have voice or video calls right now. Well, you know, I'll be able to host multiple things also, right? I could basically kind of do a staging server where we test stuff. I could do like cine.hort.chat, fluxer.hort.chat. We could try stuff out. See what works. We're gonna go into the Matrix, Dave. Yeah. That's the Matrix protocol forces everybody to be named either Neo, Trinity, or Morpheus. And anybody else in the crew. Tank. Dozer, yeah. And the only greetings that you're allowed to say are like, wake up, Neo. Yeah, you have to say whoa all the time. When you join the server, it offers you the red pill and the blue pill. If you choose the wrong one, it takes you to Curtis Yarvin's blog. That's a joke for 0 people. Absolutely no one. When is Enjoyers Club the Matrix? Perhaps one day, Dave. It has been a while since I've watched any of them. Yeah, so you could, I think if I'm running a Matrix server, I think you can use any Matrix client, right? So basically, Arfi, that would be the server you'd be connecting to. So like when I do this here, if I click open Cine, this is the web client for Cine. And then the home server, you would enter. I mean, I guess we just wouldn't call it Cine. I mean, it would probably be like matrix.hort.chat. Something like that. Are all the clients interoperable? So yeah, you would kind of have your own choice of like front end, you know, whatever you want. You could use a web one, you could use a mobile one, you could use a desktop application. No, I mean, it's all confusing. It's pretty confusing stuff if you're not acquainted with it, Arfi, for sure. Because most of this stuff is baked into the apps that we're used to using, right? Like Discord. In the case of Discord, the servers are baked into the platform. It's not like anybody's hosting those other than Discord. So you don't really have this step. So that is going to be like unusual. But it's not complicated. It's relatively easy. And then in the case of something like Fluxer, which is more Discord-like, I guess what would happen is it would be like we were running our own Discord. So you wouldn't even enter a server. You would go to like probably fluxer.hort.chat and it would bring something like this up. You would make an account and then log in. Correct, Copper, yeah. Essentially, Arfi, that's right. But yeah, yeah, if there's DevOps in the community that are interested in working on this problem together, maybe the thing to do is to make just a channel for it in our current Discord server. So we could chat about it and maybe go a little deeper, figure out stuff like what would be maybe difficulties that I haven't thought of beyond like just fucking throwing a VPS up, you know what I mean? Because also we do have a fairly worldwide arrangement of people, right? If we're just hosting it on a VPS in the United States, that's not going to be great for people in like Australia or New Zealand. No, Fluxer is unrelated, Beer. It's a different thing altogether. So Cine is a front end to this. Elements is a front end to this. Fluxer is its own thing, and it doesn't appear to involve any existing protocols. So it's not federated or something like that. In the case of Fluxer, it would literally be like, if I hosted it, it would be a sort of a monolith kind of thing. We would just have a Fluxer server that you would make an account on and connect to. And it wouldn't be transferable to anything else, including proper Fluxer. Because my server would be completely segregated from the Fluxer platform or whatever, if that makes sense. It would be like if I ran my own Discord, it would be completely disconnected from Discord. But that's not possible because Discord doesn't offer that. It doesn't need to know, basically. So, like I showed here, it's the same story with Element. In fact, if I go here and go to Get Started, I think we're going to see the same thing, right? Very cool. Love how fast this is loading. Okay, no, this is not. There's a web something somewhere, right? Like try Element. Where is that? I feel like I definitely did this. Element Web, here we go. So if I go to Element Web, it's hitting me with this, right? So I'm going to click sign in. It's asking for a home server. So basically we would have our server on hort.chat, and then that would be our home server that you would have an account on. And then all of these clients would let you go in here and you would do other home server. You would type in matrix.hort.chat and then you click continue, and it would not say this because it would be a real server. And yeah, and you could use any client you want. And this, the desktop apps and the mobile apps would work the same way. Yes, so if you wanted to connect to a different community, you would have a different account, but federated communities would interoperate. So even if you have an account on our server, if we were federated with another server, your account would be, it would work there too. It's the same way that like Mastodon works. Yeah, I get you. It's a little confusing, but the idea is for it to be an interoperable protocol. Yeah, like we could federate with matrix.slub.club, and then we'd basically be creating our own network. Yeah, Fluxer doesn't appear to be federated in any way. I didn't see anything like that on their roadmap. But that's not necessarily the end of the world, because like I said, the advantage with Fluxer is the features that it has. I think what Beer is saying is correct here. So if you have a friend who doesn't federate and they have their own server, then that's a private server and you would have to make an account on it to join in, right? That's how it works. And that just makes sense because it's a private server. Hey, what's up?
I need to know what Goose is jumping on.
Oh, that makes the insane
it
sound.
happened again. Like, seriously. Hold on. Hold on. That's before. That's just her jumping down. Watch. And then she goes in there. I don't know.
So
Literally.
our cat visitor, Goose, for some reason, when she does jump down from wherever it is that she hides,
No, she was on the food thing. She was eating.
it always makes the metal pipes clanging sound from the Go Off King stream. It's like built into her feet or something.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. But it always makes a huge ruckus, and then freaks her out, and then freaks Penny out, and then Penny goes and checks it out. And then I yell at Penny, thinking that she's chasing it, because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That she's chasing a cat. And she's never chasing the cat. So I just yell at Penny for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying, Beer, is valid. It's just I think there's an unfortunate reality to, what works and what doesn't work. And I mean, it's really the crux of the whole problem, right? What you're basically alluding to is convenience. And unfortunately, the reason that we're in the situation we're in is because we traded our data for convenience, essentially, right? But yeah, Goose loud. Don't know why.
I need to know what she's jumping.
Hi, Bun. And I also I don't find stuff like that inconvenient myself because of the fact that, like, I use a password manager, which really it's like a whole ass account manager. And so all that stuff is really kind of completely, like, I don't have to ever think about it, really. So I really don't mind making an additional account here and there for this or that.
Are you talking about the whole Discord thing?
That's all we've talked about this evening. Just other possible alternatives. Stumbled into this fucking weird thing that doesn't seem like it should exist. The repository popped into existence 2 months ago. It's got full...
It looks exactly like Discord.
It is Discord. It is Discord. It has video, it has audio, and it's supposedly self-hostable, which this would be great, but it's hard to trust.
Yeah.
So yeah, Keep Ass is good. I like calling it Keep Ass. I like Vault Warden because it's self-hostable, and I like the features of it. I like the way it works. So that's my preference. NPass is okay. It's less it involves a company. So honestly, never mind on NPass. Keep Ass, Vault Warden / Bitwarden.
Choose alternating which feet he licks. Alright, well, I have to unload the dishwasher and switch the laundry, so.
Okay.
If you want to do the dogs when you're ready.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good solutions. Like I said, for myself, I like Vault Warden features wise. I do need to get a backup solution going. I do not currently have that got that set up. But yeah, once you have something like that set up, I mean, I strongly recommend, if you're not on that yet, like, of those of you here, how many of you are not on something like that yet? Because I really strongly recommend heading that way. Like a Keep Pass or Bitwarden or, yeah, password manager in general. Like, I'm not sure people know the features and convenience of them, really. Yeah, for sure, video. Oh yeah, I guess most people here are fucking nerds and already do have stuff. Like, there's a lot of things I really love with Bitwarden. So, to be clear, I keep saying Bitwarden and Vault Warden. I'm self-hosting all of my data, and Bitwarden lets you use a self-hosted server. And the Bitwarden extensions and application are just, mwah. There's so much good stuff there. Like, I love how it recognizes passkeys, and I can automatically capture those. Makes them completely... Everything's a no-brainer, basically. It's just all easy peasy. It's got really nice stuff for controlling, like, the URL matching, address matching. They just have put out an authenticator app, which is great because I wanted to get off of the Google one. So I migrated to their authenticator app, and then the authenticator app is going to integrate with the extensions and Vault Warden. So, like, all of that's going to interoperate. I love the whole fucking system. It just, love it. I don't have to think about any of that shit. It does it already. I haven't taken advantage of it yet, but I should. I ain't paying them shit. I'm also very excited to hopefully move to a Graphene OS phone soon, which is a whole separate topic. But I feel like the phone is one of the worst things, because that's the true data mine, right? They're getting your location everywhere you go. The spook phone one? What's the spook phone? Are you saying, like... You mean spook like CIA? Oh, I'm just saying I have that without having to give them money, Arfie. But, I mean, I also have an at-home server and everything, and so, I mean, like, obviously paying $10 for the convenience is not bad. $50. Bobbins, thank you for 50 months. Yeah, exactly, Sith. That's why I really want to migrate over to a Graphene OS phone. And then Graphene is going to be working or are working with a cell phone hardware provider. And I think that might come out like next year. Yeah, you are 100% correct, Food. Don't use biometrics. They can force you to unlock your phone. Use a pin and then also set up the button combo to like super lock your phone or blow away your phone or whatever is available to you. I think Apple has that. But Graphene has crazier stuff. Yeah, Graphene has the thing where you can like actually wipe your phone out. It's always convenience, Abe. It's always convenience. In exchange for your data, you get convenience, right? It's fast to use your finger. It's fast to let it just scan your face and then unlock, right? But in exchange for that, you're giving them your data. Yeah, I mean, again, beer, most of what you trade away is convenience. There are other stores, but for some apps, if you want them, there are things that require Google Play services, and you have to do the rigmarole to get it on there. I mean, you don't want to know the steps necessary to create a dummy Google account. It involves like having to go drive somewhere and get on some random Wi-Fi, and it's always going to come down to that. It's always going to come down to that seems annoying. Yeah, understatement. Well, right, but you can rent a phone number, Copper. So basically what you would do is you would rent a phone number. You would have to go drive somewhere to some random Wi-Fi. You would have to use one of those like identity generators, put all of that fake shit in, use the rented phone number to verify it, lock it in, never touch it again, burn the number, and there you go. You've got a Google account set up as a dummy for doing whatever Google stuff you need to do. I think they don't reuse that number. I know, but I'm talking about the number you use to make an account. I don't think that's stored. Unless that changed. But for myself, I don't know that I'd be that bothered because I'm looking to move off of all of that shit anyway. losing my mind. I'm trying to get off of Google and Apple and everything. So I would be looking for all the alternatives. So like on a phone like that, I wouldn't be using Google Maps. I'd be using an alternative that doesn't track you. And apparently you still get surprisingly accurate map usage without being like accurately tracked and then trapped. you still have pretty good mapping experience, even in that case. So I guess it's just like a switch flipped in my mind, and I am basically okay with the inconvenience. I'm more willing to pay the inconvenience tax. That's what it is. Because the alternative to me became so off-putting that I guess I just became more willing to give up the convenience. I'm not very familiar with F-Droid, Avidia. It's another app store, huh? Yeah, I hadn't heard of this one. I heard of others. There's a bunch. I haven't heard of that one. Isn't there's one called like Obsidian, or it's O something. It's probably going to be in here, right? Aurora. F-Droid, of course. I think I've heard of Neo. Is it safe? Question mark, question mark. Obtainium. Obtainium is the one I've heard of. Yeah. I'm behind on all that shit, Avidia. I'm looking to catch up. Search Fossify on F-Droid real quick. Also, Avidia, do you like my own special search engine? I've really lost my mind. Imagine a world where mobile apps enhance our lives without invading our privacy. That's what Fossify strives for. We envision a thriving community of people working together to create free, open-source apps that benefit everyone. Join us and build a more secure, user-friendly digital future, one app at a time. That's what I imagine based off of the name Fossify, free and open sourceify. Our products, calendar. That's it. Just calendar. Search the apps. Do they have a searchable store? Oh, yes, they do. Fossify. Oh, yo. Okay, they got more than a calendar. I guess that website really was in progress. I don't like Futo. Because they are very AI brain, unfortunately. Really sucks. Because I was just digging into them recently. Because they do support some things that I like, but they're super AI brain. Yeah, I'm afraid they are. Well, yeah, wow. This is crazy video. So they've basically the whole like sort of basic suite of apps that you need. Very cool. Yeah, all of the Google stuff. That's fucking sick. I love that. Add Aegis and F-Droid and you are out of their sandbox. That's sick. Can't wait. We still got to get phones. We're looking at Pixel 9 Pro XL. Let's take a look here. Where is it? No mention. But add away. Nice. Down at the bottom in the questions. The RCS interfaces APIs on Android are currently only available for Google internally to use. No other third-party developer has access. We are hopeful Google will make these RCS interfaces available. No, they have gone very much in the opposite direction. Very much. Yeah. Again, beer, I mean, trade-offs. Yes, it is, Copper. All right, folks. This has been very interesting and fun. I'm glad we discussed all this. I think there's lots to be excited about with this stuff. But I think the beer point of view is also valid. You know, it's tough. It's tough. It's a lot of work, and you really have to be individually motivated to chase after this stuff, really, right? Because I mean, if we, we've spent 10, 15, 20 years just sort of letting these big tech companies provide all this stuff for us. It's a lot to unravel on your own and replace everything. And in a lot of cases, you can't even do it. Wow. I just wanted to highlight this, but I can't. But yeah, you can't even replace some things. So yeah, I guess it does kind of sound like that, Omni. But when I put my beer goggles on, no, I'm just saying that what you're raising is valid, beer. It's just, I think it's fair to acknowledge that this stuff is it's tough. And particularly, like, from my perspective, where the thing that I care about a lot is not just the features, but what is the backend? What is the security? What's happening to the data? Who are the people that are making these fucking things? You know, I don't want to move to a platform only to discover that it's like something that was designed by a weird little cluster of white supremacists somewhere. You know, there's a lot of shit these days that you have to fucking think about and dig into and research. And for me, those are the concerns I care about a lot. What are the ethics? What are the costs? So yeah, it's absolutely a fuck ton of work and anxiety, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I think this was super interesting. I hope, you know, just these sorts of discussions are helpful for other people that are interested in this stuff and interested in digging into things. And yeah, always down to chat more about these things if people want to in the Discord. But that's gonna do it for me for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate you, and I will see you all next time.